administrator for the Change.org petition for SAG-AFTRA's direct deposit. Thank you guys for doing a great job over the last couple of weeks. We've really made significant headway. We've passed 200 signatures on our campaign, and I'm sure we'll continue to rock it. Every time I go to set, I'm working with fellow actors or artists, I tell them about the campaign, and I repeatedly hear things like, that's a great idea. Why haven't someone done that before? Or why hasn't this been instituted a long time ago? And well, it's true. We are a leader, or we should be a leader in the media technologies industry, of course, in a union or a guild that's been around for several decades with hundreds of thousands of active members working. You would think that our guild would be proactive in making sure that we're at the forefront of these things, considering its reputation, and we want to be taken seriously, and our industry should be taken seriously, considering how much revenue we contribute to America's economy, billions of dollars globally, actually, not just America, but all films now don't only produce in the States economy, in America's economy, but they always go global because there's additional revenue, not only in traditional theaters, but also video on demand has become very significant. So with all of that revenue stream coming in, you would think, of course, because we pay a large percentage of that in dues and pension and health contributions from producers, that our union would be a little more proactive. Now again, I'm not lambasting or criticizing, but I'm simply using this campaign as a platform to inform our union leadership of what it is we need. As you know, the ballots went out for the past week. Thursday they were counted, and we have new and incumbent leadership. Well, that means we have more work to do as a whole, as a voice, not only the union members, but our community supporters as well. And I'd like to take a moment to give recognition to those outside of our union, especially our sister unions, Actors Equity, the Writers Guild, the WGA, IATSE, all those guys who've supported us and signed the petition. I really thank you. We couldn't do it without you. Also, all the financial core members who've taken leave. I hope that someday you'll be able to come back with pride in the guild/union that you were once a part of, and that we can help you find money that you've been missing. It just happened to me again this week, a commercial that I worked on back in May. It was a week late. I called the payroll company directly, and they took a moment, they looked, and they said, oh, we don't have a record of that yet. That's very disconcerting. Now, these are people that have been in the industry for several decades doing this exact same job. So I'm often frustrated with our guild because they're not proactive enough in procuring our funds. But the payroll companies that they entrust to do that on our behalf are even worse, apparently. Not all of them, some are good. But this is really frustrating because even though the gentleman was very affable, he owned that he was going to research it, and he found it, and he said he called production, and they were mailing my paycheck out this week. But I'm thinking, but it's not just my paycheck. There's probably, I don't know, 25 to 50 other people who were looking for the same funds. So that's a lot of revenue on a commercial with $1 million budget, or millions of dollars in budget. How can you just let that go? So these are things that need to change, and we need more technology to be in place. We need more automation to be in place. It's as simple as having calendar alerts. We do that. I do that. I have calendar alerts to tell me it's time to pay a bill, it's time to collect a check. I keep invoices ongoing, running, and spreadsheets of all my earnings. So why can't a company who's getting paid and contracted to do that be more proactive in making sure that they have a system in place to monitor these things and get on the phone and say, look, you guys are late, you need to get this paid now. It's not that complicated, I would think, but I digress. So everything's going well. We passed the 200 benchmark this week, and as I run into fellow actors on set, they've been asking me, how many signatures do we actually need before I can present this to leadership? And that's a very good question, and one that I've asked myself, and I've asked other people, and I said, well, so this week I'm going to reach out to the administrators of the site, Change.org, and ask them exactly how long this is going to take or how many signatures we actually need. But of course we can't stop, because regardless we have a lot of work to do. I think now that we have the next term of leadership in place, we have to be even more proactive, in making sure that they understand that the pressure doesn't stop here. Just because you've now got an office, you have even more work to do, because we're going to be on you even more, expecting more of you, as we have the right to do. We've not seen good enough negotiating on our contracts. Too many things have slipped by, and producers have gotten very comfortable with not having to be on their A game and paying us on time, and that's going to change. And I need your support to make sure that it does. So I'm asking you to sign the petition, and if you're not inclined to do that for whatever reasons, and that's fine, I ask that you post it and share it among your social media network, your Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever you have, Pinterest. Put it out there, keep it on Twitter, keep it on Facebook. Don't just do it once, you do it once a week or whatever you can, because the more numbers we have and there's no reason why we can't do this, guys. We have over 160,000 active members, working members, earning revenue. So unless I'm missing something, numbers have power, and we have the numbers. So just help me capture those numbers. Spread it to your friends. Tell them that they don't have to be a member of the union, and remember, to support this. So again, we thank all the people who have supported it, all the sister unions, all the community supporters, all those believing in the tradition of America's strong unions and the foundation and sacrifices that went into building them. So I ask you to check back every week. I'll continue to post these videos every other week. And also I'm making another change that I think will help with the community-based focus. Not only will I be posting the updates in English, but I'll also be posting them in other languages, starting with Spanish as of next week, as well as Mandarin. And if there are other languages in your community that you know, if you're not a native to the English language and you think that it would help to have the updates posted also in another language or your language in your community, let me know and we'll find a translation program. I'm sure that will do an apt job. So this is Gregory Mikell, your administrator for the Change.org petition for SAG-AFTRA. Don't forget to check the comments section and leave notes about experiences you may be having or have had, or someone that you know have had. And also, if you have ideas on how you'd like to see the union change, do put those in as well. I'm not running for council or membership. I have no interest in getting involved in politics. I personally think that I'm more effective outside, and I'm happy to step up and represent you guys, but I do need your support by signing or sharing the petition. So that's it. All of my contact information is in the end title card. You can contact me via the Change.org site, and I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm sure I'll be seeing some of you on set, so if you have ideas, throw them my way, and I'll try to get them in there. This is Gregory Mikell for the Change.org petition for SAG-AFTRA. We'll see you next week.